What's going on, y'all? It's New Age of Truth here. You can hit me up on my website, newageoftruth.com. Hit up the Twitter, New Age of Truth. Hit me up on the email, newageoftruth at gmail. I had to think for a second, sorry. And my YouTube, obviously, is going to go up on there. So, I really just kind of wanted to talk about, because I know that a lot of people might have questions on why don't I wanted to call my blog New Age of Truth. It was just something that kind of came to me when I was thinking about when I want to make a blog about what really sums up what my blog would be about. And it started out as, many of you know that, when you go to school, you're taught history in a certain way and certain events happened and this is the outcome. Here we are in America. What I come to find out is that, the more you dig into actual history, you learn a lot more what they didn't tell you. A lot of the stuff that you read in your textbooks in the classroom are really filtered out, watered down, edited, sometimes even omitted. Sometimes events are even omitted out of, the textbooks. So when I started digging into, stuff like the Revolutionary War and things of that nature, it really wasn't, it really gave more light into it and made it a lot more interesting. So that led me into digging into my African past, digging into the different African cultures and countries and stuff that, contributed to society. So I found out a lot there because, in America, we really don't know the contributions that our ancient African past really taught us. And that's stuff that we still, take advantage of today. So, in short, New Age of Truth really was just more of, the coming of age that, the truth will have a light shed on it, and that, the truth will be the truth and will, illuminate itself. And I think that's what I call New Age of Truth. Now, on a spiritual level, I've been getting a lot more spiritual lately. I won't say religious, but I'll say spiritual. I do meditations. I take moments to myself and just kind of think, and just kind of take in nature and what have you. And I know sometimes that, that idea might be a foreign concept to people, but in essence, when you're studying meditation and the chakras and kundalini and things of that nature, and you're learning about how you are a part of nature and how everything kind of comes together, you learn about the ages of, the constellations. So we're used to hearing the constellations: Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini. Well, they're not just constellations, they're ages. And when I say by ages, each age lasts about 2,000 to about 2,100 years, roughly. Nobody knows really when it starts. Nobody knows really when one ends. But what people that are really into spirituality and kind of study that stuff is saying that we are currently in the end of Pisces, the end of the age of Pisces, and the beginning of the age of Aquarius. And from what they say, whenever you make those type of changes, when you go from age to age, it's going to be very chaotic, turmoil, violent, because the old way of life has to now convert and change over to the new way of life. And, traditions and stuff like that used to last for hundreds, maybe thousands of years, are now being switched over. New evidence is coming into light from what we did in our past, studying the stars and what have you, is pretty relevant even to today. So what my basic point is, New Age of Truth wasn't just for, telling historical truth or truth in what's going on in our daily lives, but it came to a spiritual truth for me, being that, the change from the one age to another. Now, one of the characteristics of Pisces was during the age of Pisces, which is the age we are coming out of, is that, our major religions came out of age of Pisces. A lot of wars came out of age of Pisces, turmoil, things of that nature. And now that age is almost over, and I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to down religion, and please don't think that I'm coming hard at religion or whatever, but a lot of stuff that evolved in the age of Pisces. I say religion as an example, but there was many other things. But our historical past, we're finding out that a lot of that stuff, a lot of truths were left out, omitted. Now, the age of Aquarius, because now we're switching over, a lot of people are finding out more and more truth about their past, more and more truth about themselves, more and more truth about each other. And one thing that has, this kind of ties into current events, if you've heard about Philando Castile and the Alton Sterling events where the police shot and killed both men. One was selling CDs out of a store, not out of his store, but right in front of a store. They pinned him down, shot him. He had a firearm, had a license to carry it, and that was Alton Sterling. And I believe the other gentleman, Philando Castile, also had a license to carry. He was reaching for his ID as the police officer asked him to, and he was shot 4 times. Now, these are the events that the facts are still coming out and what have you. But the reason why I believe these events and other events are happening all around the world is because that there are major changes that are happening, major shifts that are happening. More women are becoming into positions of power. More minorities are coming into positions of power. And, cultures and things that, the way things used to be is no longer the way they should stay for a lot of people. The way the government is ran, the way society is ran, the way wars are fought. The old ways of doing business are becoming old and ancient and should be, are rotting away. And this is the aftermath of it. This is the clenching of power. This is, the holding on to what it used to be. Because we see society changing. Some people say it's changing for the worse. Some say it's changing for the better. Right now we're in the middle. I believe we're in the middle part of it all, where it's like, people are power grabbing as much as they can right now because they know times are changing. They know 30 years, 40 years down the line, it is not going to be the same America that it is right now. So they're trying to grab on as much power as they can now, either by force or by action or legal, legal rules and laws and regulations. So, but I just kind of wanted to share that, share my truth with you. New Age of Truth, how it came out to be, it's, it means a lot to me, spiritually, historically, mentally, what have you, because I think everything in our lives right now is changing. So, this is my way to kind of document that, and this will be posted up on my YouTube. So I really just wanted to kind of put this video out there just to talk to you. Yes, the campaign is still going. Yes, I am, still taking donations, and I'll be greatly appreciated, if you, donate, and I greatly appreciate that. But I just wanted time to talk to you guys just for a minute. So this is, my video about it, and I'll be putting some more up, in the days to come. So once again, one love. I love y'all. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to others. And just stay true to the truth.